Hi, my name is Ferran Fabregas and I want to present you the Livebox project. The Pollinator version of this Livebox project is an artistic, interactive and mostly educational simulation related to a virtual ecosystem and how some kind of virtual species live inside this virtual ecosystem and evolve inside this virtual ecosystem. So the idea is that we have different kind of in this case pollinators and flowers, and we can see how these individuals of this species can evolve in real time, and we can change this behavior with changing some parameters of the simulation, okay, and see what happens when we change these parameters, see what happens in the evolution of this species. We have 3 flower species, okay, and we have also 3 pollinator species. We have some kind of concept of time we call cycles, okay. The simulation don't run in days or hours or years. It runs in an abstract concept that it's cycles, okay. Each iteration of the simulation is one cycle, and you can see the evolution of the species, of the individuals of the species through these cycles, okay. The idea is we have an application controller. You can use it using your mobile phone or maybe a website, okay. We have this application controller when you can change the parameters, all the parameters of all the species, and you can see how these parameters can change the behavior of the species and how it changes the simulation itself. Here you can see, for example, a screen capture of the simulation running in a certain cycle of time, okay. You can see different square dots, okay, from different colors that represent different flowers, and the circles it's representing different pollinators, kinds of pollinators. Okay, each flower species has different kind of parameters. So, for example, life expectancy, pollination efficiency, wind pollination efficiency. Okay, so pollination not related to pollinators itself. Okay, the pollinators also has some different kind of parameters like movement rate of the pollinators, gathering efficiency, the amount of pollinators individuals that are in the same time in the simulation. We have also this different kind of affinity pollinators flower relations. So, for example, maybe we have some pollinators that have more affinity from one kind of flowers than the others. Okay, so we can see what happens if we change this behavior of the pollinators. The flowers works like a two-dimensional matrix, okay, and each cell of the matrix it's occupied by one flower individual. So you have this two-dimensional matrix, and you can see how these flowers can spread around the matrix in real time. In the case of the pollinators, we don't have a matrix of the pollinators, but an array. Okay, so you can see each array has the X position and Y position of the array, and you can see how this changes through times, and you can see the movement of the pollinators around the simulation. Now we are going to see the simulation working in real time. Okay, so now you can see here the simulation in real time. So in the bottom left of the screen, you can see how many individuals of each flower we have in the simulation, and the pollination index. And in the right zone, you can see, for example, now that we have a high concentration of green flowers that has been pollinated, okay, and the growth of the green flowers. So you can see the green dots here, and the red dots in the left, and the blue dots in the right. So there are the individuals of each flower species, and these circles around are the pollinators that are flying around and pollinating the flowers. Okay, so the idea is that you can change in real time the parameters using the application that you have seen before, and you can see in the simulation what is happening in real time. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy this presentation. Thank you very much.